Hey everyone, today's video is about when he insults you in front of the whole class. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. Bakugou Katsuki. You sit in your classroom, feeling a knot of tension in your stomach. Katsuki is sitting next to you, but there's a cold distance between you that makes you feel like you're miles apart. As the lesson begins, Katsuki starts tapping his foot impatiently. You know he hates this class. He finds it boring and pointless. But you also know that he's not the type to keep his opinions to himself. Sure enough, when the teacher asks a question, Katsuki raises his hand and gives a dismissive snort. When someone else answers, wrong, he mutters under his breath, loud enough for everyone in the class to hear. You cringe, feeling the eyes of your classmates on you. You know they're all thinking the same thing. That you're with an arrogant, obnoxious jerk. But Katsuki didn't even seem to care. He keeps muttering under his breath, insulting everyone who dares to speak up. And then, finally, he turns to you. You're not even trying, he says, his voice slow and dangerous. You're just sitting there, like a useless lump. You feel your face heat up with anger. How dare he insult you like that, in front of the whole class? Excuse me? You say, your voice sharp. You heard me, Katsuki says, his eyes flashing with anger. You're not even paying attention. You don't care about anything except wasting time. That's not true, you say, your voice rising. I'm trying my best. Maybe if you weren't always putting me down, I could actually learn something. Katsuki snorts, his lips twisted in a sneer. Yeah, right. Like you could ever be a hero. You don't have what it takes. The words hit you like a punch in the gut. You feel a wave of shame and anger wash over you, and you can't help but snap back. At least I'm not a bully like you say, your voice shaking with emotion. Maybe if you weren't always insulting people, you could actually make some friends. Katsuki's face darkens, and he stands up, knocking his chair over. I don't need friends, he growls. I'm going to be the best hero in the world, and I don't need anyone's help to do it. You stand up too. Well, maybe you should learn to be a team player. You say, your voice rising again, because you can't do everything on your own. You need people to help you. Bakugou glares at you, his fists clenched at his sides. I don't need anyone's help, and especially not yours. His voice was low and dangerous. He felt a pang of hurt at his words, and he can't help but snap back. Fine, you said, your voice cold. Maybe I don't want to help you anymore. Maybe I'm just tired of being your punching bag. Katsuki's eyes widen, and he takes a step towards you. No, wait. I didn't mean it like that. I don't know how to work with other people. I'm used to doing everything on my own. He says, his voice softer. You feel a surge of sympathy, but you're not ready to forgive him yet. Well, maybe it's time to learn. I need someone who supports me. I can't put up with everything like this. I need someone who treats me with respect. And if you can't do that, then I don't think we can work. I'm sorry. And then you burst out of the classroom, ignoring the calls of your name. Todoroki Shouto. You sit in class next to Todoroki, feeling tense as you try to focus on the lesson. Suddenly, he scoffs at something the teacher says, and he mutters under his breath. You can tell he's not enjoying the class, but he's never acted like this before. What's your problem? You whisper to him, hoping to get to the bottom of his sudden attitude. It's nothing. He snaps back, his eyes glued to the front of the room. But it clearly wasn't nothing. He's tapping his fingers impatiently on the desk and rolling his eyes every time someone else speaks up. When the teacher asks a question and you raise your hand, Todoroki shoots you a glare. What are you doing? You're going to make us look bad. He hisses. You can't believe what you're hearing. You thought that Todoroki was always supportive of you, but now he's literally insulting you in front of the whole class. What's your problem? Why are you being so mean? You ask, your voice shaking with anger. I'm not even being mean. I'm just saying the truth. You don't know what you're talking about. He replies, his voice icy. You feel a surge of frustration. I can't believe you're talking to me like this. We're supposed to be on the same team. We're supposed to support each other. Todoroki's eyes flash with anger. I am supporting you, but that doesn't mean I have to agree with everything you say. Sometimes you're wrong, and I'm not going to pretend you're not. You're not supporting me. You're tearing me down. You're making me feel stupid in front of the whole class. You say, your voice trembling. Todoroki sighs, running a hand through his hair. I'm really sorry, he says, his voice softer. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I don't know how to express my opinions without being harsh. I didn't mean to insult you. I'm sorry. You feel a pang of sympathy, but you're not ready to forgive him yet. Well, maybe you should work on that. You say, your voice firm, because I can't keep putting up with this. I need someone who supports me, who lifts me up instead of tearing me down. Todoroki looks down at his hands, clearly ashamed. You're right, he says, his voice barely above whisper. I'll work on it. I don't want to hurt you. You nod, feeling a sense of relief. You know Todoroki can be cold and distant, but you also know he cares about you. And as much as you feel bad for him, you knew that you couldn't forgive him yet. You needed to see him improve first, to give him a reason for improvement. If you're already nice to him, then why would he even improve, right? Maybe you should be doing this instead, even though it's quite heartbreaking to ignore him for a little bit. You'll just have to pass by quickly. It won't be that long. Hopefully. You just needed to remind him that being supportive doesn't mean always agreeing with each other. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!